Hey guys, what's up? It is Catherine Solis here. I'm going to be going over some pretty ninja stuff today, okay? What are you going to discover in this video? I'm going to go over that in just a second where you can read it right off the screen, but this is a quick training really that I'm sending out to my Empower Network team, but I decided to kind of share it with my email list because, most of the stuff is actually in the Empower Network. So those who are on my team, you can get this right in your back office if you just click 15K formula. That product you have, the access to a full training on this. This is only a tiny portion of a very in-depth training, okay? Those of you who are not in Empower Network, make sure that you go ahead and you get in Empower Network. There's a button below so that you can get in and you can get access to the full training because this is some pretty dope stuff, all right? So here's what you're going to discover. You're going to discover how to sell with words to tap into your prospects' unconscious buying mechanisms, okay? All right, traffic secrets so that you are not just another marketer, okay? There's a lot of fishies out there, and we're gonna kind of go over how to be a shark, right? And like I said, the full training you have to get in your Empower Network back office, but this is just a bit of a taste and a refresher as well. Okay, so let's talk about call to actions, closing patterns. Now, I don't even like to use the word closing like that, but closing patterns to get your get your prospect pulled in. And so let's first go over buy now. Okay, buy now. So this is something you want to use in your emails, your videos, all of your content as much as you can. Don't overuse it, of course, but what happens is when your prospect hears buy now, they're actually hearing buy now. So it's like an embedded command. And that basically means that you're saying one thing, but you're actually meaning another. And you're telling them, well, first off, you can't sell anyone something that they don't want to buy, right? But it's still, sometimes people are a bit hesitant, so they need a bit of a push, right? So here with buy now, you're able to, get into their unconscious and tell them that it's time to buy. All right, so by now you should be able to realize that this is already some pretty dope stuff, right? Okay, so let's move into the next thing. Imagine the life you now want. Okay, now you're pulling in your prospect to get into envisioning what it is that they want. Imagine this, imagine that. You're telling them stuff that they want to imagine, they want to experience. And so when you're telling this, you're getting them into a trance where they're trying to daydream or imagine, like you're telling them to, what they want. And this is putting them in a position to want to buy even more. If you're telling them, imagine the life that you want now, right? It gets them to start thinking about the life that they want now, and then you can funnel it right back and wrap it back up into your offer. All right. And this is a transition that makes it way easier for you to sell and get people to buy stuff from you, okay? So here's the next one. Wouldn't you love that? Wouldn't you love that? See, this is a trick. This is a very interesting thing here. And let me tell you, I learned this stuff from one of the leaders in Empower Network. And I swear, I watched that video back and forth over and over all night until I got this down packed, because it is so powerful when you can get the prospect to actually agree with what you're saying, when you get them into a trance where they're actually agreeing with you. That is going to make it way easier for you to sell whatever it is that you're selling, or get them to do whatever it is that you tell them to do. Okay, if you can get the person to agree with you on something, it's way much easier. You know something I even do. You're on my email list, so you probably know this. Okay, and I want you guys to actually start observing what I do in my emails and my content, because it's something that you should start really doing, which is asking those questions to get people to agree with you. And sometimes I even say something like, I want you to nod with me and say yes if you actually agree with what I'm saying. Okay? And when I can get them, get the person who is reading to actually nod their head, nod their head to what I'm saying, they're automatically more open to what it is I have to offer. Now they're agreeing with me. Now we're friends. Okay? So make sure you implement this. Okay? You're trying to get someone to to buy something, to do something. Ask them, wouldn't you love that? Don't you deserve that? Okay? So this is very close to this here. That's what you were made for, right? Making the person actually feel as if, yeah, that is what I was made for, right? And it gets harder for them to say no to your offer because they've already said that they'd love it. They already said that they were made for this. They deserve this. And now it only makes sense to get on board with you, or buy what it is that you have to offer. And this is something that you can apply within the Empower Network as well as any other business, okay? And if you can get this down packed, you're going to be able to make millions and thousands like I've made, online very quickly, okay? So again, ask people, isn't that what you were made for? Don't you deserve that? It makes sense, right? Things like that, implement that, okay? So that's, I'm just going to close it up for that with the call to actions and closing patterns and embedded commands. Because if you start using these things, and this is just four of many ways to pull in your prospects to what you're saying subconsciously, okay? And, if you can get this, right? Tap into their unconscious and you can get this down packed. I'm telling you, your sales and your income is going to triple, if not quadruple, once you get this down packed, okay? So, let's get into the traffic, okay? Now, I'm almost done. This is how quick this is. Again, the full training, you must, get in the 15K formula. Okay, click the link below, get the 15K formula. No, it does not cost 15K, but it teaches you how to make 15K, okay, a month. Okay, so make sure you get the 15K formula, get in now. Okay, so I'm going to go over a bit of traffic. And here's something that I have to say about traffic. You need to think outside the box. People think it's rocket science to get in traffic to your page. And obviously traffic is very important, because if you can get traffic to a sales page, it's only a matter of time which you're going to start cranking sales after a certain number. Does that make sense? So in the Empower Network, you already have your pages set up for you, already done for you, okay? And there's hundreds of ways to market and get traffic to your sales pages. It makes sense, right? And if you can get more eyes on your page, on your capture page, your sales pages, it automatically means more sales. It's a simple formula. A very simple formula. And when you understand that, you're going to be able to tap into different resources and get traffic to all your pages and make sales. Okay, it's only a matter of time. So I'm going to go over a few free traffic source ideas. Again, to recap, think outside the box and get creative. Get eyes on your link, on your page. That's all. That's what it's about at the end of the day. So here we have some free traffic sources. Again, there's the paid really works, but I'm going to go over free for today. Again, for in-depth training, make sure you log into your Empower Network back office. So you have Facebook. Some of the things that people are not really using, I kind of bolded. Notes. Facebook allows you to create notes. Okay, and if you use that, put some valuable content in there. Copy and paste a great message and put your link. You'll be surprised. I've generated leads just from simply copy and pasting something I thought was remarkable, adding a link to it and cranking in leads and getting sales. Eyes on the sales page, eyes on the sales video. Okay, statuses. Obviously, statuses is something a lot of people use, and you can get, eyes onto your page. If you create a very compelling status, something that's not spammy, something that, pulls in the reader a bit, pictures, very compelling pictures, something that gets your prospect to look at it. Even if it's just a picture of you, but something that they will look at, add something in the description, put a link in there. Videos, okay? People are not uploading enough videos onto Facebook. Facebook allows you to upload videos. Upload a video, give a message, enter your link in there. More eyes to your sales video automatically. Free, okay? YouTube, make a video, upload your video, enter your link in the description. Okay, a clickable link in the description. Guys, this stuff is free and it works. Instagram, Jesus, excuse, I don't want to get religious here, but man, I discovered some really ninja stuff that I'm going to actually send to my team. If you're on my team, please stay tuned to your inbox. Should be by tomorrow night. I'm going to give you a awesome training on, really how to generate, between 7 to 12 leads. I just started this traffic method this weekend, okay? And it's not just about pictures and videos, even though I have that up here. I'm going to go in depth on how to really do it effectively, okay? So yeah, pictures, videos on Instagram. If you're not on my team, make sure you get on the team and click the link below to get on the team to get that training, because you actually really deserve to get that training, okay? Blogging. Blogging is a free way to truly get traffic, okay, once you learn the way to get traffic. And you, in your 15K formula, if you look at the SEO Panda training in there in the 15K formula, there's a lot of really great strategies with blogging, okay, guys? So that's about it, really. I mean, tap into these resources, take action. Okay, below there is a link, okay, for you to get started on our team. All right, and truly make the sales that you deserve. Truly, start to see the success online that you want. Okay, and if you apply these things, you're gonna have success. So make sure you click the link below. Make sure you get access to the trainings on the team. And if you're not if you're not on the team, you need to get on the team. You need to get an Empower Network. Now you have a bit an idea of what we teach in the Empower Network, okay? And if you're on the team, make sure you log in and get access to these trainings and implement these, because they have brought me in thousands online, okay? So I'll talk to you guys later. I've really got to run. All right, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.